Okay, we're back cooking with Sharon, and I just have one question. When you have bananas that you haven't eaten yet and they turn brown like this, what do? Yeah, I know. I sometimes will make banana bread. Other times they go to waste. And then I started to think, why not make, something else out of them? So if I'm going to make banana bread out of these bananas that look like this, and we don't want to waste them, why not make waffles or pancakes or something? You could make, muffins are kind of the same as banana bread, but we're going to utilize these bananas because I don't want to waste them. And we're going to make banana. I was going to make banana nut, but I don't have the right nuts today. So you can add this to your recipe at home if you make them there. But just know that we could also add pecans or walnuts. Today we're just going to make just plain banana pancake or banana waffles. And I thought it was so cute because everyone likes these little mini things. So I decided to pull out our little mini waffle makers, and we're going to make, you're going to see in a minute. It's going to be so cute. But again, you don't have to have the mini waffle makers. You can actually have a Belgian waffle size. The recipe that we're going to put together today, we'll probably make, I'd say maybe like 10 of these mini ones. So if you need to gauge appropriately for, larger batch, go ahead and do so. Okay, so let's get started. We're first going to take our bananas that are brown and probably not the best to eat, just, regular. We're going to take them and we're going to mash them in our bowl. So 2 of them will do for this recipe. Unless you just want, more banana flavor, but 2 will suffice. So take your 2 bananas and put them in your bowl. And then I'm going to take just a regular fork. And if you have even riper bananas, that's even better. Actually, I love to make banana bread when my bananas are even more mushy than this and brown. It just turns out with banana bread, I'll tell you, it turns out your bread, I think, is a lot more moist. But I'm just going to mash these in the bowl. And then right here, all the ingredients, as you can see, it's pretty simple for regular waffles. I have all-purpose flour. If you want to cheat and use like a Bisquick biscuit mix, you could use that. I prefer the all-purpose flour. I have oats here, milk, and sour cream, and then just traditional type seasonings too. Cinnamon, I have eggs, baking powder you want to use, and then vanilla and a little bit of salt. So we have all of our ingredients right here, and we're just going to gradually add them into our bowl and mix. I chose today to just use a regular fork. If you want to use a hand mixer, you could. I don't think you're really going to need it. We're just going to add in first all of our dry ingredients. Flour, oats, and then just mix them nicely together like this. And then while you're mixing, you want to preheat your whatever waffle makers you're going to use. Use a cooking spray and just spray it. And just get them nice and hot. Now, I don't know about you, but whenever I'm at home cooking, waffles especially, the first one is never the best one because I don't know what it is. Even though I've used all the equipment before, it just doesn't turn out right. So I'm just pre-warning you, just in case that happens. I have my milk right here. We're going to mix in everything and just gradually add in all the ingredients. Egg, 1 egg, sour cream. I think I did 1/4 cup of sour cream. And then a teaspoon of vanilla. And a teaspoon of baking powder. Okay. And vanilla. Of course, you gotta have cinnamon. Mix all that together. And then a little bit of salt. So your mix should look pretty, it's not too thick, but some consistency to it. And then a half a teaspoon of salt. Okay, so I think we're rocking and rolling here. And then, now these could be served, waffles in my opinion, any type of the breakfast type of waffles, pancakes, French toast, they're better and they're served warm, but these little minis could be served room temperature. And with waffles, I like it where there is a little bit of crunch to it. So that's my personal preference. Some people like their waffles where they're soft and fluffy. So just to make it easier for me, am I pouring? You can use a spoon or a ladle. I'm just going to use this to make it less messy for me. I'm going to put my mix in here so I can pour directly from it, or part of the mix. Okay, and then we're just going to put it into our little waffle maker. Okay, you don't want to overflow. Just a little. And you know, the baking powder is going to make it so it fluffs up. All right, so what, a few minutes and it should be done. Let's get this ready. And then with the bananas, I don't know if you're a fan of bananas, but you could take, if you have just a regular banana, I have one that's not ripe. So I'm going to get that together and start plating up our breakfast, or our brunch, if you will, because these are going to be ready to come out. So you can take just a regular banana like this and have it sliced and ready. You can make kind of like a stack of the waffles and put the banana slices in the middle. Who doesn't love sausage and bacon? So I have that all ready to go. We have our bananas. As you all know, I'm cutting this right now. I didn't pre-cut because, as you know, bananas, they get brown, and I want that look to be as fresh as possible. All right, so we have the bananas. Let's see, I have two options today. I eat pork bacon on occasion. I know my family always gets mad at me because I only eat the meat part. So all that I just eat around. But I figured I'd have two options today because I like turkey sausage. So we're going to have a plate of goodness. All right. Some bacon, some sausage. Those waffles are, oh yeah, they're looking pretty good. They're just a whole plate of goodness. Okay. Here we go. I'll put that off to the side for me later. And I think what I'm going to do is, let's see, I have some berries too. You can kind of jazz it up or have your guests eat it however you want. Okay, so they're looking really good. Like I told you, I like my waffles a little bit hard with a crispness to it, so I'm going to let it cook a little bit longer. And then I'm just going to add in some fruit to our plate. I have some fresh strawberries here, along with some fresh mint, blueberries, blackberries. Let's see. You make it however you want. I'm just doing some of my favorites, so it's something I want to eat. Hopefully, I'm sure other people want to eat too. All right. So I think that's good. I'm going to take this out. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Okay. And that one, I'm going to add in, actually, I'm going to do another one. Now, with the waffles, you just make it however you want. I have some, I didn't do it today, but we could have made some homemade whipped cream, but I cheated. And I don't know if Lindsay will want to eat whipped cream, but it just is going to replace our syrup. So you could take like your bananas, like I have them pre-sliced right here. And there you go. Put a little whipped cream. Now, if I mess up, this is all live, so I hope it's going to look good. So we're just going to take some whipped cream. All right. And then we have our other waffle here. We'll just kind of do like a layered type thing going on. And if you want to use syrup, you can, but with all the sweetness that you have from the bananas and the whipped cream, you won't have to. You could go 3 layers high or stop at 2. I'm going to do one more just because I put it in here and I have the mix. So why not? All right. And like I said, you can use your regular waffle iron that would have, the bigger Belgian size. We have, the bigger round ones here as well. I'm sure that's what you have at home because you probably don't go around making mini waffles. But this is cooking up quite nicely. Yep, just a little bit longer and then we'll be done. But as you see, we used that ripe banana that was brown and ugly and turned it into something that is just, looks so good to eat. So I'm going to finish this off, but you can see how basically it's turned out. And I hope you enjoyed something simple, easy, and delicious. Until the next time, Cooking with Sharon.